I decided to try a deck comboing Araquanid with Crabominable, and honestly, they're a pretty solid duo that can counter a lot of the popular meta picks. Before we hop into this deck showcase, if you are new here, make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel. It is free, helps me out a lot, and I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you would help me out. With that out of the way, let's hop right into this deck showcase. Araquanid is a new stage 1 card with 110 HP, and it has a 3 energy attack called Dangerous Claws that's going to do 60 damage, but if your opponent's Pokemon is a basic card, then it does plus 60, bringing it up to 120. So this is really good to counter basic EX cards and also to basically snipe off simple cards before they evolve into stage 2 cards. I decided to pair this with Crabominable because I needed a cheap card that could tank while I set up Araquanid in the back, because you never really want to start with Araquanid. You want it to be on the bench building up energy, and since Crabominable EX is only 1 energy, I decided it was going to be the perfect card to pair with this. It's going to be doing 40 damage for its attack, Insatiable Striking, but if you keep attacking over and over again, it turns into a 1 energy 80 damage attack. So Crabominable is really powerful, and when paired with Araquanid, they can work together really well. The real star of the show is going to be the new supporter card, Lana. Its ability is, if Araquanid is in play, you can bring any Pokemon from the bench into the active spot. Now keep in mind, you get to pick the Pokemon. This isn't like Sabrina, where you pick a random Pokemon. If your Araquanid is in play, then you can grab any Pokemon off the bench and bring it to the active spot. This is especially good for Crabominable because if you attack first turn and you do 40 damage and you have Araquanid on the bench, you can decide, okay, for my next 80 damage hit, maybe there's a basic card that I can snipe really easily before it evolves, and so I want to grab that and take it out before it gets set up. I also decided to run one Pokemon Flute in this deck. It's going to bring any basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile back onto the bench. However, I'm only running one because it's very situational, and you need a lot of cards already set up for this to work out. You need a Lana, you need an Araquanid, and you also need the Pokeflute to actually make that play happen. But in a perfect world, if you get lucky, you could take out one of your opponent's Pokemon, and then you can play the Pokemon Flute to bring it back onto the bench, and then play Lana to summon it into the active spot and take it out a second time. The strat is going to work best against stage 2 EX cards. If they have a basic card but they evolve it to a stage 2 and then you manage to take it out, then you can bring that basic like 60 HP Pokemon that's unevolved back into the active spot and take it out a second time to win the game. I'm also pairing this with Irida. It's just a great water type support card. It's going to heal 40 damage to any of your Pokemon that have water energy attached. I'm also running X-Speed in this deck. I prefer X-Speed over Leaf because you really need to utilize your supported cards a lot. And I also just think X-Speed is better because if you lead with Jupiter, you can play X-Speed to get it out, versus if you lead with Crabrawler, you usually don't really want to retreat with it. You kind of just want to leave it up there. And if you don't get Carbonable, it's fine. It's just dead. You know, you don't really want to retreat out in most scenarios. So I would recommend running the X-Speed to get your Jupiter out of there. It also helps with Crabominable because Crabominable does cost 3 energy to retreat, and since you're already probably going to have 1 energy on it, if you have an Araquanid ready to go to attack on the bench, you can play your both X speeds to get it sent out and switch in the Araquanid. So I definitely recommend running X speed over Leaf, but you could try Leaf if you want. I just think X speed is going to be better for this deck. I'm also running a Guzma. It's just going to discard all of the Pokemon tools from your opponent's Pokemon. However, you could maybe try taking out the Guzma and put in a second Pokemon Flute, or try a different supported card if you want. But I always just like to try and have a Guzma in every deck because Skarmory is also really popular right now. I just think it's a great card to have. To help me pull my cards a bit easier, I'm also running Pokeball and Professor's Research. Here is the full deck list. Crabominable is supposed to be the start Pokemon in every perfect scenario, and then you're supposed to be building up your Araquanid on the bench. Also, do not fear Oricorio decks because since Crabrawler is actually a fighting type that's going to be doing 20 damage, since its weakness to Oricorio, it actually does 40 damage, so your Crabrawler can 2-shot an Oricorio, so you don't have to worry about going against an early Oricorio if you have a Crabrawler up, because you can actually win that fight. Let me know down in the comments how this deck ends up working out for you guys, and with this deck showcase out of the way, let's hop right into the battles. And we're going first. This is like worst case scenario. It could not be worse than this. At least we got our Crabrawler up. If we can get an X speed, we might be able to bring it back. Otherwise, that Jupiter is getting sacked. Alright, no X speed, unlucky. Yeah, honestly, I just have to let the Jupiter die. I don't have a choice. Like, I could maybe put the energy saving it, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna let it die. Because Crabrawler can revenge kill Oricorio. If we went second, we could have saved it, but it is what it is. Okay, we get another Jupiter up, which is good. Alright, this guy wants to stall with Pokemon Center Lady. I guess I'll play my Irida too then. Like, I'm not letting you kill the Crabrawler. I hate to break it to you. I could do the funny, but I'm not going to do it this turn. I'll play my Irida for now, because I need to make sure this Oricorio goes down. Switches to Tapu Koko. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to do for you. My guy really wants to save the Oricorio that badly? It's not worth it, bro. Since we have Tapu Koko and Zapdos up, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to evolve to Crabominable here. Actually, no. I can just take out the Oricorio. Forget the Tapu Koko. Yeah, I'm gonna play Lana and take out the Oricorio. And like, sure, Crabrawler will die, but that's fine. Alright, now I won't lie, the Zapdos is a slight problem. I'm not fully sure how I'm gonna take it out. Because Crabominable to tank seems like the right answer, but I need my X speeds. I don't know where my X speeds are. I haven't gotten my X speeds or my professor's research yet. What does Lana do? If you have Araquanid on the field, then you can summon any card from the bench to the active spot. So it's very good for bench sniping. Okay, so we have to go Crabominable here. Because I don't trust that I'm going to be able to take out the Zapdos. Okay, there's one of our X speeds. I think we should be good, unless he has crazy healing. Araquanid can take out Zapdos here. Unless this guy flips 4 heads. Like, if he flips 4 heads, then I guess I just deserve to lose, you know? Alright, that's GG. This guy's trying to run away. We actually just win now. Pokemon Center Lady, that's not gonna be enough, buddy. You better have Giant Cape or something. Nope. Alright. GG. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play an energy. Actually, I don't even need the energy. I could just double X speed out. X speed's coming in clutch in the end there. We will retreat into Araquanid. And then we play Lana, summon the Zapdos back into the active spot, hit it for a big 120 damage. Yep, my guy conceded. Here, DD, who's about to get cooked. Alright, going second with a double Crabrawler lead. I mean, I guess I'll play both. It doesn't hurt. The only thing I really need now is like a very early Crabominable. If I don't get that, I probably lose. Alright. Not a fan of the... Actually, I can goose him with that Poison Barb. I'll wait for now, though. Alright, what does this research have to offer me? Literally nothing useful. That is not what I like to see. Alright, I'm just gonna attack this guy for the 20 damage. Because if I don't get evolution, this Crabrawler is dead either way. And at least if I evolve, I can recover from the poison. Alright, he goes for a big scratch on me. Come on. Please give me Crabominable here. Okay, GG. Instantaneous win. I'm sorry, bro. It's actually really unfortunate for this guy. Let's see, what can we pull here? Crabrawler is great. And I also get Crabominable, because I already have X speed. Alright, unlucky. It's fine though. Giant Cape on the Charmander. I'm literally about to delete that thing off. Get that boy out of here. And another Charmander. Why is he running both kinds of Charmanders? I don't get why people run Ember Charmander. Like, I guess if you're running the new Charizard, it doesn't really matter. Okay. I'm just gonna X speed out. And Guzma. I was thinking about not doing that. I was like, maybe I could stay in and play Irida, but no, it's not worth it. However, I will Irida next turn, once I put an energy on the Araquanid. So for now, we will Guzma that Giant Cape away. Plays Ember again, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely playing Irida now. Go ahead and heal up both my Pokemon back to full. That's some pretty good value. Alright, can I get, like, a Crabominable? That'd be pretty hype. You know, like, maybe if I got that, I could actually win the game. No way this guy plays Ember again, bro. This dude is actually just forcing all the Ember cards out. We get another Crabrawler. I guess I'll play it. But, like, that's not what I wanted. I still don't have my Pokeballs yet, so this is not going good for me. But it's fine, I guess. Alright, big Iono for this guy. Please give me Crabominable from that dude. Let's go. He probably also has Evolution now, but it is what it is. It's only a Charmeleon, though. It's about time we got to evolve our Pokemon card. Okay, now he goes into Charizard. Pokemon Center Lady. Alright, this combo's looking like it could be a little deadly. I'm gonna have to play Irida here. I finally got my Pokeball, but it literally does not matter. How funny. Okay, we'll play Irida. Get her healing up. We should be able to just win. I don't see why not. He'd have to have some crazy healing to bring this back. But no, he literally has to play red to take us out. And he played Research as a supporter card, so I think that's an automatic win. Yep. GG, my guy conceded. Alright, well there's our Pokeball. Before I put the energy on, I need to see what I get from this research, because if I get an X speed, I might go into Crabrawler. This game is tempting me, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, why not? We'll go into Crabrawler. Well, I've pulled all my basic cards, so hopefully out of the 10 cards left in my deck, I can pull an actual evolution card soon. I don't want to wait all game. Alright, Crabominable. Perfect timing. I can't even lie. Let's start ramping up an Araquanid in the back. Sure, I'll play Erda, why not? I got nothing else to do with it right now. And there's a very good chance we just auto-win. Unless he gets a crazy Misty Flip here or something. He's running Piplup? Dude, I've literally never played against an Empoleon deck in my life. I know what Aqua Jet does, but that's just crazy. Alright, and we get Araquanid. It would be very toxic if I just sniped that Piplup right now, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather get my secure +2 points. Alright, he goes into Rare Candy here. Aqua Jet Empoleon. He can't even attack though. Alright, well, GG I fear, because I have a card called Lana. Let me see that Poplio. That's going to be all for this video. If you made it this far, then please make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel because I am on the road to 1K and I would really appreciate your support as I get closer to reaching that milestone. Also, let me know down in the comments how the deck ended up working out for you or if you made any changes to it because I really like it. But again, for most of my decks, always throwing Guzma as kind of just a wild card at the end and I always think you could kind of swap that with any card. So if you tried anything different, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys did. That's going to be all for me though, so thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.